Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share my Out with the Old and Layout share for my July 2019 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. Now this kit was based on the Click Kit's June 2019 Sweet Tea kit, a combination of the main kit, the junior kit, and the color kit. The original kit had some of this One Canoe 2 goldenrod in it, and so I had this paper pad from One Canoe 2 that had a full 36 papers in it, and I pulled it in to get some of it used, and I ended up cutting into every single sheet of paper in the collection, which I'm very proud of. So what I have left of the paper, this is it. I have several bits and bobs that I've cut apart, that I've used the back side of, that these are from the cut apart sheet. Really, this is all I have left of the paper. The cut apart, some of them I'll keep, and like this magnolia and dark blue piece of paper, these scraps, I'll keep those, but the rest will probably go into the trash. And that's okay with me, because I'm tired of looking at this kit. These are actually all the bits and pieces that I have used up. I had added in tons of embellishments and tons of things to my kit, and a lot of them were partial packs, and I got them used up, so that always feels really good. Now in the kit as well, I had pulled in a alphabet die. This is an older Quick Cuts die, and yeah, I did not use it. I feel bad, but I just didn't. I have thrown in plenty of thickers and other letter stickers. I had pulled in a ton of these flowers, and I have used a ton of them. But this is what's left, and so they will go back into my stash, because at some point I'll probably pull them out again. Little bits and pieces from my leftovers bin, labels, random shapes, random things. I used a ton of stuff out of here, but there's still a ton in here, and this will go back into my leftover bin as well. I had added in this Pebbles Chips ephemera pack, and I used quite a bit of that. A ton of these. This is a My Mind's Eye Bliss. This one was mostly wedding. I did give quite a few pieces away to a girl who was working on a wedding album, and so this is what's left of it in here, and I'll try to get some more of it used up. This one is a Cheeky Studio Winter Flower Ephemera Pack. It also had the flare and sequin mix with it that I had purchased at the same time, and I used a ton of this. This one is the, oh, what is it called? Midnight Florals Ephemera Pack, and I did not have any sequins or flare with it, but I did add in a couple little acetate flowers from a Freckled Fawn collection that match fairly well, and I used both of those quite a bit. These acetate doilies, it started off with 18 in here, and I've used a ton of them, and I have bits and pieces left. These little transparent phrase bubbles, I don't think I used any of these. These fruit acetate transparency shapes, I did not use any of these. These are, I want to say L Studio, and they are journal bits. They are 4x6 as well as 3x4, and I used a couple of pieces from here. Doilies that I have left over. This is a combination of two different ephemera packs, or not ephemera, enamel heart packs. I think this blue heart and maybe these pink hearts were in one, and then the rest were in another. But I put what I had left over into this one sheet. This is Felt Flowers from Freckled Fawn. I used a couple pieces from here. Chipboard phrases, I used quite a few from there. These hearts that are glittered, I did not use any. So I have this set of Felicity Jane Mila stickers, and I used only one from there. Now these three sheets that I have are, these two are a collection of just random things that were left over that I put onto here. Like there's some basic gray. These are all from one collection. This is another basic gray. This is a different SEI, I think. Yeah, so it's from all over the place. And then I had one cork sticker left from one of the embellishment packages that I put in, and so I just put it on here rather than keeping that whole large package. So those will go back into my stash, and I'll just pull them out and use them whenever. Now this set of stickers is Recollections, no, the Paper Studio, and I've had it in my stash forever, and I did use quite a few stickers from it this time. I say quite a few. I think probably 2, maybe 3 from it, which is pretty good for me because it's been in my collection for a very long time. This started out, this sticker set is called Grace, and it had 2 sheets in here. I think I actually had 2 packages of this same one, and I narrowed it down to 2, or I'm sorry, I narrowed it down to 1 package with 2 sheets, and now I'm down to basically, if I smushed it all up together, I'd probably have half a sheet of stickers. I'll keep plugging along at it and hopefully get it used. This one called Celebration, it started off as 2 sheets, and I'm down to 1 sheet here. This set from Jot, I think I picked these up at the Dollar Tree. I used several from here. I don't think I used a ton, but I did use several. These Alpha fonts from Alpha Chips from Me and My Big Ideas. This pack had already been partially used, and I used even more. So I'm making some headway in getting that used up, and I think I actually used even a couple of pieces from there. This Alpha actually has 2 sheets, and I don't think I used it at all. This one I think I used 1 time. These pink Alpha tiles, I used those once. I think I used these green basic gray Olivia stickers once. This is another random leftover sheet, and I have some thank you phrases on there. And then this one is another leftover sheet of just different phrases for family. I had washi tape in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls. I didn't use any up this go around, but I did use all of these at least once. I had this green glitter tape from Close to My Heart, and I did use this at least once. I had these gold stickles. I did use them, but these other paints, I have pink, orange, green, and metallic gold. I did not use any of those. And I showed you the flowers, what I have left of those. So yeah, that's it. That's what's left of my kit. Let me get on to showing you what I have left as far as what I put together as far as layouts go. I actually created 16 layouts with this kit. I didn't do any cards, only because I've been making some card kits and utilizing my supplies that way. So here are the layouts. These first 2 that I created are basically close to the same photos. I had 4 photos that were close, and so I used them because they'll go in 2 separate albums. And so this one I used lots of the paper pieces as far as the flowers go. Yeah, this little die cut here, another die cut here, a cut apart here. I used washi tape, enamel dots, and an enamel heart. And I just punched these out over here to make a scallop border. I punched out in 1.5 inch circles. I think it's 1.5 or 1 3/4 inch circles all down the page, cut them in half, and then created this border down the edge. I did back it on white cardstock. Again, on white cardstock, I double matted this one, and yeah, and then I have another piece of paper down here that I cut into a banner strip. More floral bits and bobs here and here. I used a lot of the label stickers here to do my journaling on. I put 12 as the month, 14. So there's that one. This one is I matted it on craft cardstock, and I cut down a sheet of paper to go on the background, and then I cut another sheet to go across the center. I used a doily, and I fussy cut this out of, oh sorry, this is for Sarah's husband. I fussy cut this, sir, out of a piece of cut apart sheet. Yes, I fussy cut it. It was so fun to fussy cut this. Anywho, I used some enamel shapes. I used washi tape, a doily. I used chipboard bits and pieces. That was a sticker. It says, find joy in the everyday, except, you can hardly see that, poopy diapers. There is no joy in poopy diapers. Just ask Shawnee. And that's what they were doing. Dad was changing Ellie's poopy diaper, and Shawnee was like, oh my gosh, that smells so bad. Yeah, and I used a couple of the flowers there. This one is a layout that I created on a sheet of paper. Now this piece is where I cut those circles out of for that first layout. Here, where I had put this border down, where I cut these out here, that's where I cut them out. I used a scrap piece of paper behind that, and then another piece of paper behind that that went across there. Used a sticker here, more stickers. That's a piece of washi tape that I've just cut out a bicycle from. Used some ephemera pieces, lots of random stickers throughout here, and enamel dots. This one is one that I used a couple of die cut pieces here, as well as ephemera pieces down here, and then that's a die cut piece. One of those cut out journal spots, some of the felt flowers, some of the acetate doilies here and here. And this is, I have come to the realization that this is probably my go-to layout. I do this layout a lot, and you'll see more in this collection, I think, with this grid layout here. Yeah, I really love how that turned out. This one, again, I have a solid sheet of paper, then I have a strip here, then another piece here. I use some of that glittered tape. I love you. That's an acetate piece that, or acrylic piece that's been in my stash for a while. Some of the cork embellishments, more stickers, more label bits that I fussy cut and put my journaling on, and then layered up some of those green leaves on a die cut piece there, and one of those cut apart. So yeah, these were from 2014, so that other one was from 2014. These, I don't think these are 2014. These are from 2016, 7/16. So you can see, again, I layered up. I just took a bit of paper that I had added into the kit and put this green leafy paper on it. Put Fun Times with Sweetie and Grumpy, and that's my granddaughter Shawnee. Used the ephemera bits and pieces. I used sequins on this one. Used a cutout piece here. This is washi tape, and the washi strip, as well as more washi tape here. So I really love how that turned out as well. This one is my cousin's youngest daughter. She's a model by trade, and this is, I think, her first magazine cover, and so her mom saved us all the magazine. Well, you know, I didn't have a need to hang on to the actual magazine, so I cut out the front cover as well as the index page, and then this was a little blurb on another piece of paper that showed who the model was, the gown in the layout, as well as the other stuff about the layout of this cover. And so I cut this page out as well, layered this piece here over the other stuff that was in the magazine, and just layered it to where you could see this is from spring summer 2016 in South Louisiana, and it's called Weddings with Style is the name of the magazine. And so you can see I put, because she had a bouquet here, she also had a bouquet in her hand here, which is just a smaller image of that. I put a bouquet over here, and I tried to mimic some of the colors that were in it. You know, I had fun building the bouquet. I love to do that, and I just added a few little bits and pieces of embellishments around it. I wanted the photo or the magazine cover to take center stage on this one. This is one of my other cousins, Heather. This is her daughter, and you can see lots of different pattern paper, lots of ephemera bits, lots of doilies and acetate pieces. yeah, it says happy memories. I have enamel dots, I have chipboard pieces, I have cut apart labels, scraps of paper, stickers, washi tape, cork bits, sequins. I have a lot of embellishments. And that's the other thing that I've come to realize about myself over the years, is that I like to embellish pages, and I like them to be pretty and have a lot of stuff. But I don't want to overwhelm with stuff. This is a layout. Now this is the collection came with 2 cut apart sheets, and because I knew I was only going to use one and probably not the whole thing, I used this one to back the layout here. This was just a big image of a roadway here, and so I wanted to capture that because it's about him running and how hot and sunny it was. And so I have the sun here, and because the background image had clouds, I had a few ephemera bits that had clouds, so I just layered those up. And it just says, "What a lovely day," and this is from August of 2016. Again, this is probably one of my favorite sheets in the entire collection, and I love that green with gold foiled leafy and floral images in it. I layered my photos here with, just matted them on some simple white cardstock. I think the back of that strawberry paper actually. Put some ephemera bits here with some cut apart pieces here and here. Did some random embellishment down this line. That's the other thing that I like to do, is when you have something and you can take it down one section of your layout and give it some texture. I like how that looks with all the stuff to the side. This is a layout called Us, and it's my husband and I. Pretty simple layout. It is just a piece of the white cardstock or the pattern paper that I was not going to use this one, so I just flipped it over and used the back side, and then used some different embellishments. I have doilies, I have washi tape, I have ephemera bits. I use the stickles to create the gold enamel dot look. I use some cork pieces, I use chipboard enamel dots. Yeah, this one is another one from that same night. So these could technically be sister layouts, if you will, because the blue carries over, the green carries over, and I even carried some of this pink that's here into here, but it is the brighter pink color as opposed to the paler pink color. But that's okay, because it still goes fairly well. And so you can see it's called My Love. And I just used tons of stuff, a lot of the same embellishment. I have some felt flowers here. I have washi tape here and here. I have some of that gold glitter stickles to create enamel dots here. I used sequins. I used flowers. I used a flare. I used tons of embellishments on this one. This one is called Our Sweet Home, Those Precious Little Eyes. Yeah, and so I kept it rather simple. I layered up some paper. Again, this is one of those pieces of paper. I wasn't going to use that for anything, and so why not just flip it over and use the white side and use it as a backer. And that's what I did here. This is a cut apart piece that says Live in Beauty. I used some scraps up here to create some banners. I added some floral bits and bobs there, used enamel pieces, used washi tape, used a label to journal on. This is one from one home, is from one of the ephemera packs, and then I used that tile, those tile letters there. This one is called Lovely Good Times, and you can see these the good times. I have taken the the pink letter tiles and just combined them all to create part of the title here. Another one of those big sheets of paper that was going to be hard to use. It had a sky with a grass in the front and hills, and so I just layered up some texture paper or some pattern paper on the front of it, and then created this layout on top of that. So I really love how this turned out, using the enamel dots, the ephemera bits, the chipboard title here, the sequins, another chipboard piece here, some word phrases, a label sticker there. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's all the layouts that I created with this kit. I'm glad to have it done. I have worked on it for several months now, and glad to have it finished and put all those bits and pieces away. I hope this inspires you to get into your stash and pull some of your older stuff out and get it used up, or to just, get in your room and create with what you have. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.